Thank you for staying with us. This is the final part of Sports Tonight. We've made a quick change. Cosmos Chukwemeka has left us, and Dotun has come in to replace him. Dotun, good to have you join us on Sports Tonight.
Good evening.
Yeah, and of course, Rutimi is still here. But before I come to you guys, let me just read a few comments that we have on Twitter. Sam Bright Omon, talking about Muhammad Ali, says Muhammad Ali took the world by storm. Making sports a real showbiz is the greatest. That's what it says. Chinedu Echianu at Nedu Jizi says, can this indebtedness to players by clubs in our league be sorted out by state governments selling off clubs to the private sector? It's easy to say it this way, but then you know your country, I know my country.
And you know our people.
And we know ourselves. It is not as easy as it looks sometimes.
Of course.
It's not as easy. Yeah, but Dotun, what can we do? I mean, on a more serious note, because for me, that is a real yardstick of development. When a league has players who are not being owed salaries, they're not even thinking about what cannot be paid.
Of course, it is a song we sing every year in Nigerian Professional Football League. Players get to say that they are going to go off, they are not going to train, they are not going to do that, which we are saying players are doing at this particular time. But I think that Nigerian Football Federation can just do this, actually set aside a particular program that will really empower the people or the citizens of the nation, as in they should have an interest in football. If they can have interest in football, definitely in near future, if you as a person, you are a billionaire, and some other couple of guys out there, they are billionaires, can bring their money to table like Ifeanyimba is doing to Ifeanyimba FC as we speak, definitely in near future we'll be seeing what we are clamoring for in Nigerian Professional Football League. We want to see the big league, we want to see the most watched league in Africa, we want to become one of the best leagues in the world. If you can remember at the time, we were rated 20th most solid league in the world, and that time we have about 2 teams qualifying for the semi-final of CAF Champions League, which Sunshine Stars and Kano Pillars did success on a bounce. And if you now look at it, all of these things, if at all we have more guys actually coming on board with their money to support football or to even own a club, definitely in near future we are going to see a massive change and a massive development.
I tend to want to agree with what he has said. I'm going to come to you, Rotimi, but I'm told that we have to pause for a break of about a minute or so, and then we'll come and talk about it. But Rotimi, we will have to talk about these issues when we return from this break. Stay with us. All right, thank you for staying with us. This is the final part of the show. We're talking about clubs owing and not owing. You talked about Ifeanyimba. That's why I want private ownership to succeed.
Sure.
Unfortunately, Giwa will have been another example for us, but we know the circumstances surrounding Giwa and all of that.
MFM is a
good example.
It's a very good example, of course.
ABS also should have been a good example for us, but they are having issues as well in the NNL.
Yes.
But these things, it is not a guarantee that as a private owner, you will do things differently.
No, it's not a guarantee. But if we have that enabling environment, that's what's lacking really. That's why you see a lot of persons not wanting to bring their monies in because they feel
the environment
is not conducive.
But the LMCs, they've done a lot to improve the environment that you've just talked about, but maybe we have to look at them for a few more years before we now make up our minds that yes, this is the place to go.
That's it, because it's beyond what the LFC have started doing this season. I mean, if you want to invest, you have to look at the future. What does it hold? What are you going to get back in return and all that? So, I mean, outside in East Africa, in Central Africa, we have a lot of private, sponsored clubs.
Yeah.
And they're doing pretty well. Even the TP Mazembe, it's a privately sponsored club. And it can actually happen in Nigeria, but I mean, that keyword, enabling environment, until we create that solid atmosphere, we might not get much.
Don't forget what I said the other time, that Nigerian Football Federation needs to work. They need to educate the member of the citizen.
I think it's beyond the NFF.
The member of the public, rather. And as well, actually set aside like the enabling environment in which you mentioned. With these two, definitely we are going to see Nigerian football, Professional Football League gets to the pinnacle of African football.
All right, let's go to where it looks like it's, they've already attained that height that we're looking to attain, and that's England. And interesting story. Two things very quickly. Eva Canero and Chelsea have finally settled amicably,
Expected.
confidentially.
Expected.
I mean, I like out-of-court settlement. Somebody just goes away smiling, all right?
Yeah.
But the good news is that this issue, a few lessons for everybody to learn, particularly on how you treat backroom staff.
Of course.
Not just the players are contracted. The backroom staff are contracted, and everybody is involved. So that's the story. Mourinho was there.
He wasn't.
He's not a Chelsea man anymore.
They were not expecting him.
They were not,
He just came.
Maybe just to come and sort out this behind the court.
No. He's always been a dramatist, and I'm sure a lot of persons that felt Mourinho would have been gentle or probably act calmly because he was sacked in December. He's starting again already. He wasn't expected to be here.
But he
just showed up.
Yes,
And,
yes.
Wow, okay.
He's not expected.
And after
And
some few minutes or hours, the case was over.
over.
Yeah,
All right.
over.
Okay. Coaches are hired. I mean, that guy was even pushing away a camera guy. let me go into the car. Everton.
Of course.
I'm settled for
Ronald Koeman. A fantastic player in his playing this. And
did well with Southampton?
Of course. When he joined Southampton, I was thinking that it's really going to be difficult. And he has been kicking from all ground. He has been doing wonderfully well. Remember, actually, they are among the teams that really are competed for Europe. Talking about the second-tier football club.
He point about this above his weight, really, with Southampton.
Of course, he did very well. So even in his 2 or 3 seasons with Southampton, it was a thorn in the flesh of Arsenal Football Club.
Why Arsenal?
No, actually, I just need to like silence that.
It was also a thorn in the flesh of Chelsea and United.
But that of Arsenal actually was that's very, very obvious. So moving to Everton is actually is indeed a good one for him, and I'm expecting a very good turnout for him and the club as well. Remember, Martinez actually did wonderfully well in his first season in charge of Everton, though his last season was not too wonderful.
He did well and then started dwindling
down the line. And at the long run, he was being booted out of the club. And we see Ronald Koeman, who did wonderfully well with Southampton, coming on board. We should be expecting a good turnaround in Everton come next season.
Okay. Let's close the show tonight with basketball and Dream Team. These guys are not Dream Team. These guys are Gold Team. The American team.
Yeah, they are not Dream Team.
They call them Dream Team, but
and that's why we picked our own Dream Team.
I don't know.
We've been dreaming since 1996.
The dream will come alive. The dream will come alive. But the story is that Steve Curry has opted out.
Of course.
He's had a torrid season with injuries and all that. And I think he wants to rest. I think that's the major reason why he's not going to the Olympic Games. He wants to rest. He's recovering, and he feels going into the Olympics will not help.
He's not ready to leave Golden State. Looks like they're on the brink of winning another title.
Another one.
They want to have a fresh Curry start the next season in November.
Himself fresh for the new season.
He wouldn't be missed.
They have nothing to worry about.
He won't be missed. That's the truth.
Yeah, of course they are not going to mix it.
It wouldn't be missed.
It won't. All right. And I think that's how we also have to wrap it up on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow with a bigger and a better package. But I must say thank you to Dotun and to Rotimi. And of course, Cosmos Tukwemeka was here much earlier. I must say thank you to him as well for the guys who made it happen and everyone who has made this show what it is. Thank you. We'll be back tomorrow with a bigger one and a better one. Enjoy the rest of the night. Bye-bye now.